All right, what's up, Cornhole fans, ACL Nation? How you guys all doing? It's sad to see us go. This is the final episode on the ACL Digital Network, episode number 52. We made it a whole year's worth of episodes, Meesh, but it all comes down to this. Got a packed show for you guys today. We're going to bring on two special guests that have an exciting journey in the cornhole world. Also, special guest Gina Ramirez, and then we're going to give you guys our top 25 doubles teams to look out for, and then finish it off with our games. But before we get going, Meesh, how are you doing?
Better than you.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm trying to hold it all together at least for another 50 minutes and see if we can make it last. But yeah, I was in bed pretty much the entire day today. We had our normal sales meeting at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and then my Slack messages don't come through on my phone. So
Mm,
I got a message right before we started recording here. That's Trey Ryder messaged me at 7:50. I got nothing. You want to cancel the meeting? I'm like, I wish I would have seen that. I would have gone to bed, but
dang
yeah.
it.
And then I got another meeting. They're wanting clarification on this weekend's live feeds out in San Diego that you guys will be doing. And unfortunately, I didn't see it until just now. So hopefully they got the information they needed. But
Oops.
yeah, live feeds coming to you this weekend from Mish and Corey.
Yeah, no, it'll be I haven't commentated more than just a little bit with
Mhm.
you here and there. So, to have like a whole weekend, looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to being that present in an open, or just to any of our competitions because I'm typically in my hotel room, multitasking, doing different things, and then going to broadcast meetings. It's like the production meetings happen 2 hours before the broadcast. So I always miss the very end
Yeah.
of all of our tournaments. So I'm always like, what happened? Who won? How did it go? I never get to actually see it. So I'm looking forward to actually playing it all the way through. And then we're taking Rome to Legoland on Monday, Tuesday. I've never been. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's exciting. So yeah, I'm kind of jealous you guys get to have a little bit of fun there, but I'm gonna try and have some fun this weekend too. So I'll brag on my upcoming trip. I'll be heading to Detroit to watch the Super Bowl out there. I think I talked about it before. Not sure if it was on the show or not, but things were lining up for Packers Lions. Either the Packers go to the Super Bowl, I'm a Packers fan, or the Lions go and I'll be watching it in Detroit. So it was set up to be fun. But
Yeah.
I'll happily take the 49ers and Chiefs. Went to
Happily, really?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Super Bowl. It's just a great time. I got a lot of money on the line, so we'll see if I can have some fun with it. But
Okay.
if I'm feeling good, I was thinking uh, like about tapping in and commentating with you from home,
There you
see if we
go.
can pull that off. So I don't know. We'll see.
That would be
We'll see how I
fun.
feel. Yeah, Corey. I mean, we kind of want to experiment with this whole working from home thing anyway. So
Yeah, that would
we'll
be
see.
super cool. Yeah, Wally at home.
Yeah. Not sure if I'll be on a schedule or not, though. I think the main concern on this is if there's a delay. I
Yeah,
want
no,
to
that
make
would
sure
be
it's
bad.
gonna yeah.
The bag lands and Wally's like, "Whoa."
Or even worse, the conversation. We're like, Wally, what do you think about that shot?" Then 5 seconds go by. "I don't like it."
I hope that when you come in, though, you come in like Corey did when he came in remote once, and it was, like, echoey, and it was like God came in, like,
Oh, really?
"Hello. I'm here."
Yeah, we got some experimenting to do, that's for sure.
I'm bragging on all this, new stuff developing with the ACL, obviously moving our podcast to the one podcast. We've got really cool stuff going on over there. I'm developing a whole new thing for the ACL that I'm super excited to launch in March. And I just think it's going to be so awesome for everybody. So I can't wait to share what that is. But that's basically the project that's taking up the most of my time right now. And there's just really cool stuff coming. And I like can't wait for it
Yeah.
to be here. As well as the pro season. That's also coming
Yeah,
and getting exciting.
that's the exciting thing for me is, we finally get the answers, you know? We see a lot of these partners mixing and matching.
Mhm.
Now we get to see actually what they can do together on, like, the biggest stage. So,
It
there's
made those
there's
doubles teams hard, right? Like some of these
yeah.
teams I haven't even seen play.
Yeah, there's also, like, sleepers out there that we don't even know about. There's a lot of
Mhm.
rookies that I think pairing up just could come out of nowhere. I mean, Dan Glogowski is one who I kinda keep thinking I'm undervaluing, and him and PJ not, so I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some shockers.
There definitely could be. As I was putting the list together that we'll go through later, I just basically took all the teams that I could think of, put it on a list, and it would ended up being like 30 that I like stuck out in my head.
I feel like you did the same thing that I did. Like whenever I'm sitting there trying to figure out where to put these people, like I went over my singles list, and then that singles player was there, and I'm like, oh, I'll put him and his partner right here in this spot.
Mhm.
I don't know if you did that or not, but it
No,
happened.
I went to, like, the pro roster, and then I just one by one went down, well, I started with the doubles teams.
Hmm.
I started with who qualified as from doubles. I started there, then moved over any of those teams, and then I went to who qualified through singles, and then open, and then
Oh,
qualifiers, and went from there, and then so I just as many as names as that would be, I was gonna put ended up being a 30 names or 30 teams. And then I was like, "Okay, who am I removing off of this list?" And it was really hard. Like, I'm
yeah.
like, I
Well,
don't know. I have
interesting because,
no
like I
clue.
said, yeah, you have two of your singles players in the same spot as doubles.
Oh, no, I didn't that's funny. I
Yeah, that's
actually
funny.
didn't
And
compare
unlike
lists.
borderline, we stop at 25. We don't cheat and put in doubles.
That's like,
Bernie
that's
and Jeff.
they go top 10, AKA 15.
Yeah,
Why
12.
not
I
just
got a
do top
tie.
15 then?
Yeah, I got a tie. No, but it was
Yeah, it
hard.
was
Definitely hard. We're
no,
getting
it definitely was.
we're getting deep in the pro division.
Yeah, so on Around the ACL, Trey and Anthony did their top 10 or their, power rankings 10. And, they both kept it at 10, so I had to throw some shade over at the borderline guys. Be like, "Oh, you guys actually kept it at 10, what a concept."
Yeah, bashing borderline that week. Welcome. Not
Love
intended. My
you.
bad.
Love
Right.
you, Jeff and Bernie. No, they're great. I love that they do whatever they want. They're like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. Call it whatever we want. It's
Yeah,
fine."
I mean, why not? They got the microphones in the recording.
That's exactly right. Alright, so as Wally said, we are gonna have a pretty exciting show, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll do our interview with Gina Ramirez. And then after that, we're going to get into those doubles. And then we have our exciting announcement from a couple of really cool cornhole players. So stay tuned for that. And then we'll wrap up with our games. But all in all, I think it's going to be a perfect last official episode on the podcast. But as we said, we're still going to come to you once a month over on the K9 Facebook page. So make sure you're following that so you don't miss new episodes. Those will be live and interactive and not
It'll be
scripted.
fun.
Just
It'll be fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
just
It
loose
might be
and fun.
better. Might be better,
Might be
actually.
better. Hey, everything happens for a reason, right?
Right.
All right, quick break. We'll come back with more after this. All right, it is time for our interview with Gina Ramirez. And Gina was pulled from PDC to Pro in March of 2023. She won the Mesa Shootout 2 months later and the Throwdown in Ventura with Cheyenne. She secured a state title and back-to-back conference titles in 2023 and placed top 10 in women's standings. Quite the resume for a short period of time, Gina. Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys.
What a year it's been.
It's been fun.
Yeah, so I know you were in the PDC first, but how long were you playing before you were in the PDC?
I was playing for about 2 years
Okay,
when I got pulled into PDC.
so about 3 years now.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And what made you pick cornhole?
Kind of like everyone else's story, I was invited out to a tournament and it turned out to be the Arizona State Championship tournament,
Oh,
and I was hooked after that. The community of cornhole is just something I've never really experienced, and I was hooked after that.
Yeah, so essentially became one big family, but this year your pro partner actually is family, right?
Yep, my nephew will be my pro partner this season.
That's
We got
exciting.
started playing together, so kind of all worked out.
and local as well?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're from a small town called Morenci. It's about 4 hours from Phoenix. So we were traveling like every other weekend to Phoenix to go play in a tournament. And then we both moved to Phoenix at the same time. And I got pulled up to PDC, and then a few months later he became pro too. So perfect timing for it all.
Love that.
Awesome. Yeah, thank God that you don't have the same throwing style that he does. Otherwise, these matches would last forever with your guys' wind up.
And he actually changed his throwing style, so it's not
No.
us waiting there for 20 seconds.
No, man, I don't like it. I like the uniqueness to it. I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm like, right when you got popular, you changed your throw.
Hmm.
I guess now we're better than the middle of the season. You know, if you're going to change something, now's the time.
Yeah, and it's been working for him. But I was always there, like timing him, making sure that he's throwing it under the correct time.
12
But
seconds,
now,
yeah.
yeah,
So what are you guys' cornhole goals for the 2024 pro season?
we have pretty big goals. We want to be top 10 in doubles. We've kind of made our way here in Arizona rankings, so we kind of want to make it nationwide now.
There you go. What else is important to you in life besides cornhole?
I'm a big meditator. Last season, I actually fell out of meditating for a while, and I saw how cornhole is all a mental game. I've played every sport there is. I've played 2 college sports, and it's crazy because in different sports you want to get better or you want to change something. And I'm just like, I'll get stronger, I'll get faster. But in cornhole, it's like, well, I guess I'll work on my mentality a little bit more.
That's a
so
valid
yeah,
point.
so I do that. I have a big family. I spend a lot of time with my family. They are 4 hours away, so I try to make it home as much as I can.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cornhole and sports are basically a part of your life. So other than sports and athletics, what are some other life goals that you have?
You know, I just try to become a better version of myself every day. I try to evolve as a human, try to keep my goals all kind of just all about me and making sure I'm a better person than I was the day before.
That's
There you
an
go.
awesome way to look at life. Like, what
Yeah.
has helped shape you to have that kind of view on life or who you are today?
You know, after college, I kind of didn't know what to do without sports. And I kind of went into like a little funk, and I that's when I fell into meditating, and then I kind of just exploded after that. And then we lost my brother-in-law in 2020 to COVID, and after that, like my family just became so much closer, and I just had a completely different perspective on life and outlook on life.
Yeah, it's crazy sometimes whenever you get smacked in the eye like that. It just kind of wakes you up and puts things into perspective, but in a good way. Like you said, you be a better person every single day for it. So that's
Sure.
that's outside of it. What's something that you would give like a younger player who wants to climb the pro ranks? What kind of advice would you give to them?
I would say do it. Make sure you're having fun along with it. I think before I go into any match, my intention for that day is always to make sure I'm having fun, because I'm always throwing my best when I'm having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Arizona was kind of fun last year, that shootout, because I mean you had all your family and friends there, and then I think you said recently on Facebook or something like you're like, "Hey, look, I'm on TV" or something. You're at the bar hanging out.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, definitely. What's something that people might be surprised to know about you?
Mm, let's see. So I play sports. I'm the youngest of 7.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 sisters and 2 brothers. Uh, I like to ride horses, and I'm either playing cornhole or I'm at the gym.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Well, yeah, that makes sense. You're athlete your whole life.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What's one of your biggest pet peeves?
Loud chewing. It physically hurts me when people chew loud.
Noted.
Yeah, what about like a cornhole pet peeve?
I'm not about doing the knuckles every single round. I just want to my zone and play, and you make a good shot, I'll give you knuckles. But if we're doing 6, 10 4-baggers a game, I don't need to knuckle you every single time.
There you go. Just leave them hanging, because here on our show we love
We love
awkward
it.
knuckles.
Yeah.
It's what makes me go around. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, just stare them down, leave it out there, and me
Let
mug them
them
or
feel the
something.
discomfort wash over their body.
It'd be awesome.
The weirdest one to me is when somebody makes a shot and then goes for a fist bump. You're like, wait, but
Yeah,
Or
like when
like I
you,
go
you
off the
score on the other
board,
guy.
hit an air bell, and they want to knuckle me.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I do that. I did it Monday. Like whenever I scored, I think a big 7-point round because I gave him knuckles when he scored on me with the 12, and it was like 12-on-5, and I would throw it out there every single time, just like, hey, give me credit, I did it.
I hate that. Like, no, let me like fester in what just happened. I'm not gonna reward you for that. I'm not happy about it. So random. All right, cool. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some more fun questions and games. So don't go anywhere. All right, so we have some rapid fire questions for you, Gina. So just they're just random. So first one,
Okay.
mountains or ocean?
Mountains.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
in the mountains. All right, so kind of involved in it right now. You're out there, I guess warm sand. I'm in the snow, cold. So sand or snow?
I'm gonna say snow just because we hardly get snow in Arizona.
Yeah, unless you go to Flagstaff. What's your cheat meal?
Oh, I'm gonna be basic and say pizza and wings.
Nothing wrong with
Pizza
that.
and wings. What is a game show that you think you might be able to win if you're on it?
Family Feud.
See, that's another family feud.
A
We've
Family
got to get
Feud,
a
popular.
cornhole family feud.
We have to make it happen. I mean, she's got 7 siblings or whatever, so I mean, she's got a whole squad on both
Yeah,
sides actually.
you can definitely do it.
Yeah, we'd end up fighting, but it'd be fun.
That's just
That's good
all the
content.
entertainment.
That's content.
Have you ever been mistaken for someone famous?
No, I don't believe I have.
We need to find somebody. Chat, it's up to you guys. Let us know who Gina Ramirez looks like. Famous celebrity. All right. When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be an athlete. I just wanted to play softball, continue playing softball.
Well, if it was to be an athlete, then check.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, pro athlete. Here you are. What are you binge watching right now?
Oh, I just restarted Grey's Anatomy, so I'll be good for the next 10 years watching that show.
So many seasons.
What's something that your favorite band or music, or what do you listen to when you play?
Oh, my playlist is so random. I have a lot of J. Cole, Nicki Minaj. I have some cumbias in there for when I get too stressed out. Sometimes too, I have a cornhole playlist, but sometimes I'll just shuffle on my regular playlist. Like it could be a slow song I'm listening to. It just depends on my mood, but it's usually Nicki Minaj or J. Cole.
Nice. Do you have a favorite movie?
Goodfellas.
Okay.
What is on your bucket list? It could be, I guess, let's do one of each, cornhole and personal.
Cornhole bucket list. I would like to win a national and the pro invitational as well.
Mm.
And then, this is kind of personal and cornhole, but I do want to make an international trip as well.
Yeah.
I can speak firsthand. It was amazing. Awesome. So highly recommend
Yeah.
that at least every pro does it at least one time because the way that they just treat you and welcome you, it's amazing.
Yeah, we're
can't
talking
wait.
about going to maybe the Newfoundland one, or I don't know. We're talking about going for one as a family vacation. So I'm right there with you.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, we have a spin the wheel game. Wally, take it away.
All right. So I'm not sure if you watched the last few weeks or not, but we have a little fun way of kind of stirring the pot, if you will, because why not, right? So we're going to have a wheel with, looks like we're down to 6 events on it. Let me bring that on the screen now. There we go. So these 6 events are MMA fighting, bowling, darts, better air mailer, tennis, and who's the better dresser. So we got 6 names on this wheel. We're going to spin it, and they're going to compete against the bottom 6 people on the side. So here we go. Let's go ahead and see what event that your random people are going to be competing in. Looks like we're going to the tennis courts. So this should be pretty interesting. So who is the better tennis player between? Your first contestant is, I'm not sure who I want here. All right, Fisher Hamilton. Do you picture Fisher Hamilton as the tennis player? I can kind of see it.
I don't know.
And then his opponent will be Matthew Creekkiller. So between Matthew Creekkiller and Fisher Hamilton, who's the better tennis player and why?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Fisher because I would be afraid to be on the other side of his serve. I feel like he could serve really hard.
I think you're right.
You think he's still going to have that pant leg tucked in?
Yep. His style.
That's his thing.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right. Okay, we're going to do Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So we're going to ask you random questions that supposedly fifth graders know the answers to, although half the time Wally and I don't know the answers. So take that with a grain of salt.
On these.
All right, what is the hardest mineral?
Hardest mineral. I don't know.
I feel like we should do multiple choice in the future, right?
Definitely.
Because I know if I gave you this
I could see.
I know if I gave this as an option, you'd know it, but it's diamond.
Okay.
All right. What does a paleontologist study?
I feel like I should know this.
That's pretty much this entire game.
100%. We all feel this way.
Like I know I've come across this once before.
I don't know. Dinosaurs.
Yeah, so that's what I would have said.
Let's say Jurassic Park would have got me fossils.
Yeah, fossils. I feel like dinosaurs, All right. The Tropic of Capricorn lies in which hemisphere? At least there you got, north, south, east, west.
There's your multiple choice.
Yeah, there's your multiple choice. It's one of those. So Tropic of Capricorn, which hemisphere?
Southern?
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So is that one? She's on the board?
Yeah.
All right. You're on the board. You got one. What is the longest river in the United States?
I'm not sure.
I would have thought it was like the Nile River.
Missouri.
I almost said that. Missouri River.
Yeah. The Nile?
I don't know. That's the only river I know.
Isn't it in Egypt?
Oh, it said U.S. I was just thinking Long River. I wasn't even thinking about where. All right. So you're not alone. What is the clinical name for the thigh bone?
The fibula.
Oh, you knew it was an F. Femur.
No. Okay.
All right. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Picasso.
Da Vinci.
Nope. Da Vinci. Picasso's the one with messed up faces.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, Picasso paintings kind of scare me.
Yeah, I'm with you. Whose picture is on the $5 bill? Which president?
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Abe Lincoln. Yeah. Which one is Jefferson on?
20, right?
I don't know. I only know about the Benjamins.
Right now you could ask me one, and I'll go blank.
Hey, 2 out of 7. You're not in last place. How about
You're not in last place.
Again.
There's been worse, so you're good.
I'm done. I'm done with 5th grade.
Yeah, 5th grade's over. All right, so we got a variation of F, marry, kill. So we use push, airmail, block. So block would be kill. Airmail would be the F,
Mary.
right? Yeah.
No,
Mary. Okay. I always forget. And then push is F. So airmail is the one that you'd stay with long term. Push is the one that's like, okay. And then block is I don't want it. You got hey dudes, Crocs, slides with socks.
Okay, I am gonna airmail the slides with socks.
Okay.
Really? That's a first.
I'm gonna completely get rid of Crocs.
That's block.
Block the croc.
Block the croc.
And then what was the other one?
Your hey dudes.
Push the hey dudes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our first Mary slides with socks. So
yeah, slide with socks is not the most popular.
I just feel like that'd be the most comfortable.
I'm chilling
right there.
I do that all the time.
All right, Gina, this was awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down with us today, and good luck this season. We look forward to watching you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, babe.
So, Wally, would you like to go first for your doubles?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do
We
it.
talked earlier. This was kind of hard, so
Kind of. It was very
yeah,
hard.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I said earlier, Kano and Hamilton win worlds, so I'm keeping them right there at number one. So
Wow.
I guess the chalk answer is Richards and Smith because they finished number 1 and 2 in singles. So it only makes sense to have them up there. I'm going to kind of take a shot with Harbaugh and Malone.
Yeah, I see that.
I like what I'm seeing out of Harbaugh with the Viper R's and the Ultra Bags lately. Him and Ellis did very, very well in, I think it was Ohio that they threw together. So Kyle Malone always seems to kind of come out of nowhere. He's a very strong doubles player, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Got a little scared off with Grindersleeve and Batson at the
Did
Texas
you?
Open. Yeah, it was kind of discouraging just because there's more side rails out of Caleb that I was wanting, and Eddie's mind. He said it was the most inconsistent he's ever played. So
Oh, no.
yeah, so I'm just wondering if they're putting a little bit too much pressure on themselves, and I wonder if the honeymoon is over, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Chamberlain and Burton are still going to be there. I'm really high on Smith and Wiedenfeld. There's only, I think, 15% of the teams, I think it was, that stuck together. Smith and Wiedenfeld had
Right.
success last year. I think they'll follow it up. A new team, though, Ryan and Walker, they have been very, very well and, deep finishes, but most impressively, they're throwing some confidence and they're having fun,
Yeah.
which is scary.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
every team that I mentioned, maybe Chamberlain above these guys, is just throwing, but Ryan and Walker are just throwing loose.
Yeah.
So I like that. Soto, Gore, Ellis, Hart, Power, Neistat. I had to get them in my top 5. Gore, Thorne, still kind
Top
of a
5, you
question
mean
mark
top
there.
10.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Sometimes my
Got you.
accent
I got
sounds
you.
different.
I know. That'll get you sometimes.
Windsor Creek Killer. I don't know if we've even seen them together yet, have we?
I know that was a hard one for me. That was one of the
Yeah.
ones that I was like, man, I got to put him in here, but I don't really know what to expect.
Yeah, I feel like Windsor Creek Killer is a top 24 team for me, but with Creek Killer's trick shots on the internet and him going viral, I was like, okay, I'll boost the guy in the 12. Guy, love what I'm seeing out of them this year. Rawls and Kingsbury, haven't seen too much from them. Hissner
We have a
Birchfield,
history, though.
yeah, Hissner Birchfield, I didn't really like in the offseason, but they showed that they can do it in Myrtle Beach. Graham and Modlin, Halbert Trzynski, those are some teams that are big names. We're just not really sure what they can do. I have faith in their skill and their experience. Shibby Landis, Bubenheim, Frazier, Hicks, and Schrader was another tough one for me. I did like what I saw out of Bernasette and Lopez the one time we saw them together.
See, that was another one that I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I liked what I saw out of Bernasette and Lopez. They were just kind of calm and in their lanes and looked really, really well. Rozier Kimball, can always count on them to have a good run. Rawls Holland, I didn't really know where to put the Hollands or the Rawls, so those guys are kind of all over the place
You put
for
them
me.
low, yeah.
Yeah, Dennis and Mike Ferreira, and then the Ziswetas, again, the chemistry. I feel like
considered Ziswetas as well. We actually have quite a few differences, which is fun.
Yeah.
I like it that way. So I went with chalk. Richard Smith at number 1. Then I kept Grindersleeve Batson up there at the top at number 2, and then I have Hamilton Kano. I put Soto Gore way higher than you. I have a lot of confidence in them. Chamberlain Burton Jr. We both had at number 5.
The crazy thing with Soto and Gore at the Bryan, Texas Open is that I was talking to Jackson. He's like, yeah, Sammy's not really throwing that great.
What?
When rounders, and then bracket starts, and he's a whole nother Sammy. Yeah, okay. So it's like, okay, so Sammy Soto's got a different level. He can, click it in. And by the way, yeah, you only sent me 24, by the way, so I figure I put Eric Davis on there. So you're number 25.
I only sent you 24?
Yeah, it's okay.
What?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Anyways, I'm so confused by this. Okay, so Harbaugh Malone, I put at 6. You had it higher. Ellis Hart, a lot of confidence in them, and I have both Gores in my top 10, which you did not. Power Neistat number 9.
We haven't seen them yet. We've only seen them one time.
I know, but like independently, they're great. So I just trust them there. Power Neistat, you had it like 9 or 10 as well, I think.
Yeah. And
I did sneak a guy there in at number 10, so they can be in the top 10. Right outside of the top 10, Rawls Holland. I have a lot of faith in Alex Rawls, so I just feel like I can always trust him to make a good run with whoever. And then Hissner Birchfield, I feel, this was one of those ones where I was like, man, it could go either way. I don't know, but I'm putting him there. And then Rawls Kingsbury at 13. I think you had him at 14, somewhere around there. They've proven to be a good team. Graham Modlin, I'm a little shaky about. I don't know. They could be top 10. They could be top 30. Not entirely sure.
With Jamie Graham the entire year though, and he proved us wrong. So I mean, that's why.
true.
I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't seen anything out of them that I should put them in my top 20.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like we're being kind of generous putting them there.
Yeah, that's fair. Smith Wiedenfeld I had at 15. That's probably way too low. Hicks Schrader right there. Halbert Trzynski both playing really well. There's my Windsor Creek Killer. I have him at 18. And I have Ryan Walker at 19. So we were all a lot of distance between where I put him and you put him. I did put Humans and Foster on there, and Morellis, Poitras, and Sims Wilson, as well as Shearer Camarena. What happened to 24? It just says
24. Yeah, my copy paste didn't work there. My bad. That was Bubenheim and Frazier for you.
Yeah, okay. Bubenheim Frazier. Yes, that's correct.
Joe Neested's so good. We got to put him on the list.
He doesn't even have a partner. He's just floating there by himself. I was like, I could have sworn I had Bubenheim on there.
Yeah, my bad.
But yeah, so kind of testing out some rookies, right? Humans Foster, Poitras is not, but Braden Wilson, AJ Sims, Shearer, and Camarena. I have no idea. We haven't seen them in these pro events yet, so I have no idea what to expect, but I'm putting him on there. And then Bubenheim and Frazier, I think deserve to be there. I think you had him higher somewhere in the teens, I believe.
I think go back to mine real quick. I think I had him like 19, 20.
Let's see.
19.
Yeah. Okay. 19, 20. And then Davis Sorrells, I love that. You know how much I love Eric Davis.
Yeah.
The ones
although I'm not a big fan of this team, like I don't see it going well this year. So we'll see.
It's a bit odd, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Those are our top 25 doubles. We'll be right back with an exciting announcement. All right, so we went through our top 25 doubles teams, Wally, but there's a pretty exciting doubles team out there that we're definitely going to be hearing more about. And they were actually sharing a pretty exciting opportunity that occurred earlier today. So without further ado, we'll bring them on so they can tell us more. So welcome Gavin and Jackson to the show. We're so excited for you and we want to hear all about it. So tell us about this exciting opportunity and all the details.
What up, boys?
How's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of do a little brief overview, but we're signing and committing to Winthrop University in South Carolina, Rock Hill. It's right by Charleston. And yeah, I mean, we're really excited to kind of see where this takes our cornhole game and our whole career. And yeah, overall, just really excited for what's to come and a lot of unexpected, but that's what we like. So, yeah, I mean, that's me, but.
How was the whole recruiting process? What was it feeling like?
It kind of took quite a while. He hit us back up in probably back in November or so about this opportunity, and we were able to go out and look at the college last month and really liked it, and now we're here.
I mean, did you ever think when you started playing cornhole that it could land you in college with this kind of opportunity?
Not at all. I didn't think we were gonna go that far in cornhole.
Yeah, you guys have definitely been some of the top young names in the planet. So I mean, I look at it like you guys are changing the game. I mean, it may not feel like it, but hopefully you guys are like the first major of many. I mean, there's a whole bunch of youngsters out there. We say all the time, the age for cornhole is just getting younger and younger. So, I mean, it's awesome that you guys are pretty much the first leading the way.
In this path, right? This is a different path than most people are taking. So you're kind of paving the way of a different kind of path players can take.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's why the recruiting process took a little longer than normal, is just because it's such a new thing and we were kind of making sure it was good first. We went to visit. We played in like a local regional nearby just to make sure we kind of felt at home and we were like accepted, and it just kind of felt right, and it did. So that's how it ended up.
From what I understand, there's an actual cornhole team, right, with a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will become that. Yeah. We're kind of like the start of it. Shout out to Dusty Thompson. He's the coach. But like he kind of wanted to get us solidified first. And I don't know if I'm allowed to be saying this, but he's going to start trying to get more people or more kids as well, so he can make a full team.
That's so cool. This is gonna change the college championships, because typically the way the college championships work is people are like scrapping together one player they can find that will play with them from in the same college, and now it's gonna be so much more intentional. It's gonna up the ante at these big college championships, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
For sure.
oh yeah.
Oh, it's exciting.
What were some obstacles that you guys had to overcome to make the final decision? Because he kind of dropped the news at the New Year's broadcast, saying that there was 2 people that committed. I assume it's you guys,
Yeah.
unless he's got some more up his sleeve. But I mean, was there any doubt after that? Or you guys like, oh man, now we got to commit? He said something or what?
I mean, I think we were still in the same mindset the whole time. We kind of talked with each other, and we were like, it's either we're both going or we're not. Like, we're going to respect each other's choices. We're kind of going to figure it out, because we did have other options. We were going to look at other schools, because this wasn't our first choice. I mean, we didn't think cornhole could be played in college at this athletic level. And I mean, we both play sports, so I think we're kind of excited, because we're kind of transitioning this thing into like a real sport that you can play in college and that you can take through high school and even take into college. So it's just really excited for all this and
Yeah, very new.
what's to come.
It is. You guys are blazing the trails there. So, what do you think there's going to be, or what do you think Dusty or yourselves are going to be looking for when or how are you going to form this cornhole team?
I don't know.
Honestly, I have no clue.
We're still up in the air a lot of it. So I think he has other recruiting options. But I know he's kind of, like I said, he's building a team around us and the program, and he kind of wants us to be the leaders of it.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned other sports, that you both play other sports. How hard was it to basically set those aside to chase your cornhole dreams? Or is there still going to be an opportunity for you to play both?
For me, it was extremely hard, because I've been playing baseball's been my entire life since I was 4, maybe 5. So to go from baseball and like playing every weekend out of state and all that to transitioning into putting that aside and now playing cornhole, it was very tough. But I think it's a good opportunity to take, and we're still able to like walk on for our sports at this school if we want to. So it's not like those options are completely off the table.
Yeah, and I know for me, I've played soccer my whole life. I knew before going to college that I didn't want to take it to like the college level, but cornhole didn't really get in the way. It was kind of like a new thing I could do and kind of continue like my competitive like features in a different sport. So.
And now you're going to be entering the Carolina conference. It's different talent level there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some experience with it. We went down to the regional down there when we were visiting.
Yeah, definitely some tough teams to play.
It was a lot tougher, but it was a lot of fun, and I think it'll be even better for our games. It'll just make us better and better.
You guys won that, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Stop being humble, man.
It's like it was hard.
yeah, South Carolina Conference, no big deal. We already won there, no big deal.
Well, I have no doubt you will be massively successful, and it'll only make you better to be playing against that talent consistently and creating and being the founders kind of this idea of being recruited and going on a cornhole team. And we're just so excited for you guys and looking forward to see it in the college championships for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Proud of you, boys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Game time, Wally.
All right.
Game time. All right.
Something that I had none of this last weekend.
Yeah, well, understandable. It happens. All right. Top floor bagger.
Yeah, speaking of no game, let's go ahead and start there. Bad. My final game, I threw a 4.
Oh, no. I've done it. I'm laughing because I do it.
It was just one of these things where it was just like there was no adjustment I could have made. I changed. I did the Frank Maudlin. I changed left foot forward. I stepped. I was so indecisive. The boards were a little bit stickier, so we didn't know what bags to throw. My
Yep.
airmail was just non-existent. Like, it got to the point where I almost wanted to measure the boards. I'm like, there's no way that I've
This
missed
can't
this.
be right. You're gonna pull a
Yeah.
Jimmy Humans.
Yeah, so my floor bagger is the Midwest Conference.
Boo.
First of all, my performance. You know, Chad runs a great tournament out there. It's usually well ran. I love, and we'll kind of, I guess let's go ahead and get into this now. So we're doing away with conferences, to my understanding, for next season. So we're going to the state format, and I think that I'm going to miss this.
Really?
You know, getting a chance to go and see all the KC, Missouri people, and then Nebraska, and then Iowa people. Like, these are all my friends.
Some of you other states have states
Yeah.
close to you. I don't relate to this.
Yeah, so it's like I'm gonna be sad that I only get to see these people at opens or nationals or stuff like that. So
Yeah, I
that's
hear
kind
that.
of a floor bagger for me. The live feeds this weekend, it was just really, really weird. So I wasn't hired to do the live feeds. My employee Bryant was, and like I was asked to bring my equipment up there. So I left my house at 6:00 in the morning. I don't have to throw till 4 p.m. So I drove 3 hours, brought my equipment there, and then there's no Ethernet ran. So, like, if you know the new setup, we can't run, you know, the cameras with no internet. So we had to basically wait for him to get there to use his cameras. And then there's like a accident or something in the family, so he had to leave. So everyone's like coming to me and asking me, and I'm just like, guys, I'm just trying to throw.
You're like, I'm not here for this
yeah.
right now.
So yeah, so the miscommunication there is kind of a bummer for me. I just didn't really get to stay in the moment.
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Yeah, and I was off duty and it sucked, but most people didn't know that. And then
They just
obviously
see live stream and Wally in the same room, and they're like, "You must be in charge."
Yeah, and then I got text messages all day long, everything. And then coming home sick. So
Boo.
yeah, Midwest Conference, I've had better.
I've had better. My floor bagger is no power. I went 15 hours with no electricity. We had crazy storms here. They broke our electric gates, so those no longer work. And we just got them. It hasn't been that long, Wally.
Man.
Yeah, the winds were up to 50-mile-per-hour gusts, and so it just snapped the hinges, like
Wow.
on the gates, electric gates. So we came home from our friend's house. We made it through the crazy drive from Paradise to Orville in like a torrential downpour with huge wind gusts. We're like, I can't believe we made it in one piece. We pull up to our gates and they're open, like partly open. We're like, that's not a good sign. So luckily the dogs were all in the house because they probably wouldn't want to be out in that weather. Right. But yeah, the gates were fully broken. We had no electricity. This has happened before. We've lost power before. I figured, whatever, go to bed. I even plugged my phone in thinking at some point it's going to turn back on, charge my phone, you know. Woke up, still no power. I'm like, uh-oh, this is not good. First of all, now food in your fridge, it's been quite a while. And then second of all, I have to record around the ACL in a couple hours here. So I did have no power for that. So that was fun. And yeah, I just went grocery shopping. So I had to throw away all the meat and all the stuff I just bought. And I was not happy about it.
Yeah, I can definitely relate. I got groceries here, but it was just like, okay, I want something different. Like just had a craving for chocolate milk. You know, I want to go get some chocolate milk. And then I had to get some other things, you know, some hygiene products. And then I'm just sitting there. I'm like, man, grocery shopping sucks when you're feeling like crap.
Oh yeah, that's why I DoorDash. Absolutely not. Yeah. I'm not doing that.
It was miserable. I'm carrying everything in.
Yeah, I'm a full send on the DoorDash.
That sucks though, that you lost all the food and everything. So would you record from your cell phone?
No, I mean, my laptop was charged. I just had to use my cell phone as a hotspot. Gotcha. And like, that is the lesson, right? Like, I was so grateful that I had a backup battery ready to go. My laptop was fully charged. My iPad was fully charged. So
nice.
Like, I was able to function. But yeah, that actually leads me to my four bagger, which was that I read an entire book on Monday. 367 pages I read in one day. And I used that Libby app that we was talking about, where it's like you can rent from the library digitally. It's a full send on that for me. I'm in love with it. I already finished that book, returned it, and got my next book. So I love it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm actually going to, I want to try and find a digital way to read the Bible. It's on my bucket list to read the Bible. So.
Oh yeah, that's for sure an option.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know the names of the people. I can't read them. They're too long, and who begat what and all that crap. Yeah. I'll let somebody else tell me, but I definitely want to download something for that.
Yeah, there's probably like apps specifically that will give you like each section dripped. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had one before that was pretty cool. Hopefully I can find it again. Four bagger for me. Talked about him last week, and he backed it up. Landon Crabtree and
Mhm.
Ryan Trader. So Landon Crabtree and Ryan Trader, they played 3 games against each other in singles, and Crabtree just walking around the building, just determined. I
Yeah.
mean, we talked about on the drive home. He said, "I'm going to play him a certain way," and we talked about it for hours, I want to say. And he came
Wow.
home and he played Ryan Trader that exact way for hours. And I played 2 matches by the time they finished 1 match in the Kings in
Dang.
the finals. I believe it was 80 some rounds they played against each other.
That is
So
insane. I mean, Anthony was bragging on him. You'd be happy.
Landon?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, good. Yeah, because he's like, man, I don't get no love. He's like, I'm the best
Yeah, he
second
got
place
love.
finisher in
He
the
got
country.
love.
He's
I was like,
he's
Wally
like,
will be excited.
he's like, maybe Harbaugh, but I'm the best second place finisher in the country. So, no, they did
That's
great.
funny.
Yeah, I think he got second place in the blind draw too.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he did get some love, so you got that
Good.
going for you. All right, send it or board it.
All right, Senator Bordit. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I know I've talked to you about it, but buying an RV and doing 50 states of live feeds in 50 weeks.
Whoa,
You know, we
that's
got
intense.
yeah, I got some ideas. We talked about things coming, and I think I'm probably a year away from making this happen. But I'm like, it'd be really cool. Kiddo turns 18. She graduates from high school. Like, I got nowhere to live. Like, why not just get an RV and do like blind draws and simple
I actually
camera
think
setup, and then
it's
go to like the
cool.
opens? Yeah.
Yeah, like send it for you, but not with me with 3 dogs, a kid, and a husband. Board it for me, send it for you.
Okay.
That's a little bit too much in an RV for me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of RVs, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm
See,
sure
I think they're comfy. I don't
I'm
know.
sure I can find like a really nice one. I'm like, heck yeah.
Yeah, you can. Mine is 15-hour food in the fridge. Okay, I posted that you're supposed to throw your food away after 4 hours. And people were like, well, if you don't open it, I'm like, okay, yeah, but I have an 8-year-old. So I guarantee that fridge was opened at least 3 or 4 times because he would forget. He'd open the fridge out of habit, and I'm like, close the fridge. There's no power. You know what I mean? So it did get opened a few times. So 15 hours meat and dairy sat in that fridge without power. Are you eating it? Or are you tossing
Boarding it, tossing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no interest in it. Everything, I don't know, it's in your head, it tastes like this.
Absolutely.
It's like
I tried. So I didn't throw the eggs away because they are from a friend's chicken. So they're fresh eggs, but they were in the fridge already. So it's like cold, warm, cold, which is what makes me uneasy. And I cooked one this morning. I took 2 bites. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, we always put things in the freezer, just to kind of give it that extra hour or two. But even then, it's just like you get in your own head. You're like, does this smell? Is this bad? I can't tell.
That's what I should have done. If I would have thrown the stupid turkey meat in the freezer, you get 24 hours in the freezer.
Yeah.
So dumb. I just didn't know. All right. Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather have a lot of Super Bowl squares for small amounts, so you kind of feel like you're winning, even though you're really not winning that much, or have like a couple big ones? Because the most I ever won was 2,500, and I had 2 squares for $200.
Yeah, I'm going couple big ones. I'm
going big.
Going big. Go big or go home.
Cross your fingers, Meesh. I got a chance to win 10K this weekend. So
let's go.
I need it to happen. Right. Got to make that down payment on the RV.
That's right. All right. No power or no water? Like no taking showers, flushing toilets, or no electricity? I mean, they both suck, but I was so grateful for my water.
Yeah, I'd rather have no water than no power, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's probably different because of where I live. It's cold, and it would be uncomfortable, I think, here around this time of year.
Oh, well, we have a fire stove, so heat wasn't an issue.
And then, like, what do you do when your phone dies? Just, I guess, drive around and let it charge in your car. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather go no water. I can buy warm water.
No, it's showers and toilets. That was the issue. You can't flush a toilet for.
Maybe you could drive somewhere and go in the woods. I don't know.
Oh my God. Okay, fair enough. I liked having my water. I'll tell you that much. All right, guys, that was it. That was our last official episode. We'll see you over on the K9 Facebook page in the future. So check us out over there. Otherwise, we'll see you on Around the ACL and at events. Thanks, guys.